Hello, fifth graders, and happy Monday. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Oh my goodness, was the weather so nice this weekend. It's probably our last weekend that it's going to be that nice. We have a few days, so get outside and play after school if you can, because come like Friday, Saturday, it's supposed to plummet temperature and start to rain. So today I want to talk about lunch, okay? So we've talked a lot about lunch and we've tried a couple different things, and some of them work better than others, some of them don't work at all. And you're probably saying, Ms. Hurst, I just don't understand why you keep talking about lunch and why you keep making all these changes. So I'm going to tell you why, because guess what? We're making some more changes today, okay? And the reason is because we want that lunchroom to be enjoyable for everyone. And right now, it's not. Right now, it's too loud, and there are a whole huge group of people who get quiet when they're supposed to, who follow all the directions, and then there's this little portion that doesn't. But then everybody gets affected because of that little portion that doesn't. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change things up, and we're gonna make it so that those of you who are making the right choices, who are doing right things, have a chance to earn some daily things and then some bigger things. So how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna keep track of this? How are you gonna know how you're doing? Cups. I know, seems weird, right? Every lunch table is gonna have a stack of 3 cups on it, and you're gonna start with green on the top. These cups are not to be touched by you. These cups are not to be knocked off the table. The only time you could touch them is if when you're cleaning the table, you pick them up to like move the washer underneath of them. But other than that, you don't touch them. The adults touch them. So what's gonna happen is you follow the directions, you meet the expectations, you're gonna stay on green. We're gonna talk about what expectations for each color in a minute. I just wanna give you the overall picture first. So let's say we're not meeting green expectations. We're doing a couple of orange behaviors where we keep getting out of our seat. So the staff member is gonna come over and they're gonna put your table on orange. That's your warning. That's your, ooh, they're watching, we better fix this warning. Now, if you fix it and everything gets better, you can go back to green that I just dropped on the ground. Or if you continue those behaviors, you're gonna end up on red. And we are keeping track of those who end up on orange and red. And you'll get some consequences and some things like that, lunch detentions, after school detentions, maybe moved from your table that you picked, those kinds of things. But what I wanna talk about is those of you who end on green. We're also gonna keep track of that. So that's why it's so important that you're at the table that you signed up, that you said you were sitting at, because we're gonna keep track of what table ends on green. So if table 1 ends at green, everybody at table 1 is getting a PBIS points. Everyone at table 2 is getting PBIS points. So no matter how many of you it is, if you end on green, you get PBIS points. You also are gonna have the opportunity for some rewards, and some rewards will be where everybody can earn them and do them, and some might be like raffles where you put in just a handful or just so many get to, because sometimes it's hard, there's so many of you guys. So those could be things like extra recess, those could be things like a spirit day or like a pajama day or a hat day when like nobody else gets one. Could be something like a dance party, and all kinds of things. I got all kinds of things floating around. I'm not quite sure yet, but I will tell you soon what they are officially gonna be. So what I wanna do is talk to you about each behavior, each color, and what are the expectations for a green, what are the expectations if my cup is gonna be orange, and what are the expectations if my cup is gonna be red. Remember, we get here, we can always work ourselves backward if we are meeting the expectations and changing our behavior to meet those expectations. So here is the rest of what those expectations should look like. What are the expectations for your cup to stay on green? Here they are. Follow adult directions, use your manners, saying please and thank you, keeping your place neat, staying in your assigned eating area, staying seated at the lunch table and using respectful language and a quiet voice, raising your hand for assistance, and keeping your table or area clean. I have some helpers that demonstrated what these behaviors should look like. Green row, throw away your trash, please. Three, two, one. What will behaviors look like if your cup is changed to orange? More than 2 warnings for being out of your seat, more than 2 warnings for yelling, more than 2 warnings for using unkind and inappropriate words, and talking after the countdown and the lights are turned off. I have some friends that are also going to demonstrate for you what orange behaviors would look like. Nixon, I need you to sit down, please. Thank you.
Oh my God. That is like, I really want to do it.
Sarah, why are we yelling? Please stop yelling. Nixon, second warning, please sit down.
I think I want to do Moana.
Sarah, we need to stop yelling and sit down, please. Thank you.
So dumb on the
Finn, use kind words.
But he's so stupid.
2, 1. Hopefully your table isn't going to get to red, but if you do, these are what the behaviors would look like. Unsafe or hands-on incident, instant change to red. More than 4 warnings, that's a lot of warnings. 4 warnings for being out of your seat, for yelling, for using unkind and inappropriate words, being disrespectful to any staff member, talking after the countdown and the lights are turned off after 1 warning. These behaviors will all get you to red. Here's what some of those might look like. Action. Green row. Green row, if you're buying, line up for your lunch, please.
It's green. What's that? It's green. It's green. It's green.
Hey, gentlemen. One. Now that you know what each color expectations are, what they represent, there shouldn't have been anything on any color that makes you go, oh, I don't know why that would be there. Well, yes, you do. You know what we expect. You know what's like behavior, and you know what's not great behavior and is going to get you in trouble in the cafeteria. So this is for all of you that make the right decision on a daily basis, okay? This is for you. So what we're going to do now is talk about the end, when we get quiet at the end or anytime. And we've tried the whistle, we've tried countdown, we've tried lights. So what we're gonna do is lights, okay? Lights and a countdown. I talked to some classmates, some privileged people, got to pick what we were gonna do. So in elementary school, you did this, like you put your hand up and you did like the peace sign. So I wanted to come up with something that's specific to 5th grade. When the lights go out, what do we do? So that means we get quiet. So the lights go out and you are putting your hands up and making an X. No talking. Okay? Lights out, X. Zip it, X. Okay? Someone next to you still talking, turn and just, all you have to do is like your fingers and they should know. So anytime the lights go out, X with your fingers and stop talking, all right? And again, if you don't do that, that's when your cups start to get changed and that's when you get the colors, the other colors. All right, so hopefully the goal is to make the cafeteria as enjoyable as possible for everybody. Absolutely everybody. So and to reward those of you who are making the right choices. And I will, I don't know, maybe by the end of the week or definitely early next week, I will start talking about the rewards. But right now, know that you're earning PBIS points and those are going to go towards being able to redeem them for things for the whole school or things within the grade level or the classroom and all of that. We're trying to work it all out, okay? All right. Have a great Monday. I'll see you in the cafeteria. I want to see X's and I want to see lots of green cups. Can't show you because the green cup's still on the floor that I dropped. Lots of green cups, okay? Have a great Monday. I'll see you tomorrow.
Titans Pledge. As a Titan, I am respectful, responsible, and safe. I pledge to pursue excellence, live with integrity, and act with purpose.